Hey there, welcome back to another video. Just like last time, my name is Nick. Let's get into it. Got my notes right here like always. This time for a bit of a news roundup video from the National Lacrosse League, which is indoor lacrosse, box lacrosse. It is different than the PLL, which I had been covering on my channel up until lately, but their season's over. This is not a lacrosse channel, by the way. I just like talking about lacrosse. I could talk about what I want because it's my channel. But without further ado, let's get into the news. Starting on October 20th, the National Lacrosse League and the Players Association agreed and ratified the collective bargaining agreement. It was a 5-year deal, which means it is good through the 2029-2030 season. The very next day, on October 21st, free agency opened up, so a lot of teams were making signings for players and making trades and everything that they couldn't do while they were still working on ratifying that CBA. So the first move I have is a trade between the Georgia Swarm and the Colorado Mammoth. Heading to Georgia is Connor Kelly, who last year with the Mammoth played 14 games, had 30 goals, 31 assists for 61 points, and a conditional first-round pick in 2026. Heading to the Mammoth, one of my favorite Swarm players, it seems like whenever they needed a big goal, this guy's name was being called Andrew Q. Last season with Georgia, played 17 games, had 28 goals, 46 assists for 74 points, a second-round pick in 2026, and a conditional second-round pick in 2018. Have to be totally honest, I'm not really sure how this trade is going to work out. I'm wearing Swarm gear because I have a lot of Swarm news, but I'm not sure how this trade is going to work out. It's going to be exciting to see how the new additions do on their new teams, but I am kind of sad to see Andrew Hugh leave. He was one of my favorite players. Next up, Kyle Buchanan re-signed with the Buffalo Bandits on a 1-year deal. He has been a part of their three-peat leading up to this upcoming season, so we'll see if they'll get a fourth. I'm not sure if there's anybody in the league that can stop them. They look pretty solid. I know most of the times when Buffalo's playing, it's just like okay, that's a win. Next, another Swarm player departing Georgia. Brendan Bomberry has signed a 2-year deal with the Halifax Thunderbirds. Good luck to him in Halifax. I kind of see this as the Swarm kind of shaking up their roster because it seems like they're always good enough to make the playoffs, but they haven't been like that next level team. I don't think they've advanced past the first round since I started watching the NLL, which I think this is my 5th season, so it kind of makes sense. Why keep doing the same thing if it's not giving you the result you want? Vancouver Warriors have 3 signings. They signed Curtis Dixon, who last year for the Roughnecks played 18 games, had 48 goals, 60 assists for 108 points. Jesse King, who's also coming from the Roughnecks, had 18 games played, 30 goals, 75 assists for 105 points. And Reese Callis, who last season also with the Roughnecks played 13 games, had 2 goals, 7 assists, 9 points. So some pretty solid additions to the Warriors. Could they be a team that would dethrone the Bandits as the NLL champions? We will see. Next up, we have the Oshawa, not Albany anymore. The Oshawa Firewolves signed Kyle Rubish. He spent last season with San Diego, had 3 assists with the Seals last year. The Las Vegas Desert Dogs have signed 3-time champion Chase Fraser, who last year with Buffalo played 17 games, had 26 goals, 24 assists, 50 points. So we will see how um, that pairing with Las Vegas goes. I know Las Vegas hasn't really had the best of times as far as winning games. So we'll see how it goes. The NLL has also announced its Unbox Series takeover game this season will be played in Edmonton. I believe that their NLL Unboxed identity for Edmonton is the Edmonton Juice, which is a pretty cool, like Jurassic Park-ish looking oil drop logo, which is pretty cool. So check that out. Check out all the Unboxed logos. They're all pretty solid. But that game will be played on January 16th, 2026, and will be between the Calgary Roughnecks and the Georgia Swarm. So let me know down in the comments below. Are you excited for the NLL season? I believe it starts the Friday after American Thanksgiving. So I'm excited. Love lacrosse. It doesn't really interfere with hockey either because the games I want to watch are normally Saturday afternoons, and then lacrosse games are Saturday nights. So it's a fun mix once we get into the lacrosse season. But until next time, bye bye.